Joining us now is Okpe with stories trending around the world. Hello, Genix.
Oh, God, good morning. I was going to say, what happened to Genix? You have to add it. It's now my middle name. Do you know that Mr. Ifeanyi told me that when he'll be driving on the street, they don't even call him by name now. They call him Great Malabite. All thanks to you, Dr. Bati. Now we are missing Tundu, Victoria, MKO, Abiola. Good morning, Rufai. How are you? You both got the memo.
Yeah, we both got the memo. I mean,
looking great.
Good to see you again. Radiant as always.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Well, good morning to you, viewers. Here are some of the stories that are trending across the globe. In the United Kingdom, the London Assembly finally honored the late Princess Diana on Wednesday with a blue plaque at the place she called home in the 2 years before she married Charles, Prince of Wales. Princess Diana, who died in a car crash in Paris in 1997, is the highest profile former member of the monarchy to be bestowed the honor. In Italy, Pope Francis on Wednesday praised young environmentalists for challenging global leaders to make good on promises to curb emissions. The pontiff thanked the activists in a video message to the Youth for Climate Summit, where over 400 activists, including Greta Thunberg and Vanessa Nakate, gathered to discuss climate change. In Germany, Awet Tesfayesus became the first African-born female MP in the country's parliament, also known as Bundestag. Tesfayesus, who fled from Eritrea with her family when she was 4 years old, was elected to represent Werra-Meißner constituency in central Germany following Sunday's elections. While in Tunisia, President Kais Saied on Wednesday named Najla Bouden-Romdhane, who is a geologist with little government experience, as the country's first female prime minister. Under sports, five-time Champions League winner Cristiano Ronaldo reached another milestone on Wednesday by breaking the all-time Champions League appearance record. The Portuguese superstar made his 178th appearance in the competition as Manchester United secured a fortunate 2-1 win over Villarreal at Old Trafford. Finally, under entertainment, musician Britney Spears has finally been freed from her father. On Wednesday, a judge suspended the singer's father, James Spears, from the conservatorship that has controlled her life and money for 13 years. The decision came months after Britney Spears pleaded for her father's removal in a dramatic court hearing.
Well, let's begin what's trending in Nigeria. As the country prepares for its 61st anniversary tomorrow, a pictorial book on Nigeria's history covering the period from independence in 1960 to the present is set to be unveiled by President Muhammadu Buhari. The 392-page book titled Discover Nigeria is authored by Bayo Omoboriowo, President Buhari's official photographer. According to Omoboriowo, the book is contending for the Guinness World Record's largest photo book as it spans 60 square meters on a giant frame book. The previous record for the largest photo book is reported to be 45 square meters. The photographer said over 60 young Nigerians took part in the construction of the giant photo book, which is now mounted at the State House Conference Center in Abuja. Well, first of all, congratulations in advance, both of you, as Nigeria turns 61 tomorrow. I'm looking forward to a huge celebration. This photo book, I believe, started last year. It covers, landscapes of Nigeria, arts and craft, and all of the beautiful places Nigeria, holds. And I can't wait to look at it. It's a huge addition to our history. Dr. Abati.
Oh, okay. You want me to start first?
Yes.
Well, congratulations to Bayo Omoboriowo, who is President Muhammadu Buhari's official photographer, and he's been very productive. He's been, very creative with the work that he has been able to do. And it's good to see that he's coming out with a book which is not even about the documentation of President Buhari's activities, but also a documentation of Nigerian history, the landscape, the culture, the flora and fauna. Well, what is new here is that it's targeting the Guinness Book of Records in terms of the biggest photo book that will have been produced. But in terms of tradition, is towing an established tradition in Nigeria of telling Nigerian stories in pictures. And there are some persons who have distinguished themselves in that regard. If you go back all the way to the Civil War era, the chief photographer of the Daily Times at that time went to the war front, covered the Civil War. He did Civil War, the Nigerian Civil War in pictures, and it's one of the best regarded photo books that we have. Then another major photographer in whose footsteps, Bayo Omoboriowo is following, is Sumi Smart-Cole. Sumi Smart-Cole, editor of Lagos Life, veteran, photographer, baba, artist, everything, cook. He was 80 the other day. Yeah. Sumi Smart-Cole also did a lot in terms of creating, reporting Nigerian history. In his own case, with great emphasis on, faces and personalities in history. And he published the photography of Sumi Smart-Cole. And then there is a guy called Dayo Adedayo. Dayo Adedayo trained in England. He came home and he did, a book on, Nigeria in pictures. And the more recent one that he did was Nigeria 2.0, which was highly, popular. So this is, welcome development that we have a young person like Bayo Omoboriowo extending that tradition and trying to do something unique and innovative. But, I look forward to seeing a copy of the book. But the beauty of all of these efforts telling Nigerian stories in pictures takes us back to Susan Sontag. Susan Sontag was perhaps the leading scholar on photography in a book on photography. And then our famous essay, Photography as Art. So this is not what I expect to see in the book, and I hope I'll get a copy. It's not just taking pictures, the kind of things we do with cell phone. This is really using photography to tell a story, to iconize, to define, to define both space, and imageries within a particular community. And it's a great area of expertise. So I wish Bayo Omoboriowo well, and I hope this will be the first of more books.
Yes, and it probably would be in the Guinness World Records.
And hopefully it gets like the Guinness Book of World Records. But when you look at it, photography is really very important historical collection of our lives as a country. They say pictures worth 1,000 words. And it goes way back in time. Nigerians have always documented, and in fact, not only Nigerian photographers all over the world have always documented the rich history and what binds us together in Nigeria. I mean, this goes way back to the colonial days. I think the first motion picture we created were in the 1920s and 1930s out of the British Foreign Service Office, photographs of Nigeria, copious notes about our leaders, the emergence and the transitioning of these leaders. And it snowballs to, to very key moments in our national life, Independence Day, for instance, photos about what happened in Independence Day parade and celebration, photos of Nnamdi Azikiwe's speech then, photos of what happened when we had the first football match at the National Stadium in Surulere, photos of how the National Stadium was rehabilitated in the 70s, and we had, the first team playing there, Yakubu Mabo scoring the goal for Mighty Jets of Jos, photos of Jos, photos of every part of this country, photos of the highest elevation in Nigeria, and you can see all of that. But it's a good thing Dr. Bati mentioned Sumi Smart-Cole, because I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, Sumi Smart-Cole holds the largest repository of historical and archival photos of Nigerian personalities. To put this out there, in celebration of his 80th birthday, Atiku Abubakar posted a picture that Sumi Smart-Cole took of him in 1991.
Beautiful.
And it is only Sumi Smart-Cole that has almost all of this. And it just pretty much reminds you of great photographers around the world like Patrick Ledimancher. If Sumi Smart-Cole has not taken a photo of you in this country, then you have not started, pretty much. So it just shows you the powerful historical antecedents photos take. But I would like to see some also key moments of our history in that photo. I'd like to see photos of what happened during Endsars too there. I'd like to see the other sides of our history. Apart from the glory and the spread of the flora and fauna content, the struggles of the people too should be in there.
Yeah. It depends on the photographer.
Well, another photographer in Nigeria whose book I would like to see, because contemporary Nigeria, she has a lot, particularly in terms of governance, is Tiwa Bello.
Yes, I would love to see Kelechi Amadiobi.
Kelechi Amadiobi. So it's a whole industry
admired, yes.
with many stars.
Well, absolutely. Well, congratulations again to Bayo and to Nigeria and to the 60 Nigerians who contributed to this amazing book. We'll take another story. Following the brutal killing of Dr. Chike Akunyili, the widower of Nigeria's former Minister of Information and Communications, Dora Akunyili, in Anambra State, the Indigenous People of Biafra, in a statement on Wednesday by the group's Director of Media and Publicity, Emma Powerful, distanced itself from the murder and what it describes as senseless killings in the southeast geopolitical zone of the country. The group claimed that the killings in the East are politically motivated by people who are taking advantage of the current situation in the region to unleash mayhem on their political opponents. Well, also in the meantime, the Senate on Wednesday asked President Muhammadu Buhari to declare bandits in the country as terrorists and also declare all known leaders of bandits wanted for arrest and prosecution. I'm really disturbed by this story, but it is amazing and it is great that IPOB swiftly released this statement because, as you know, fingers were pointing to IPOB. And I mean, I really don't know why. Like IPOB said, they are politically motivated killings. This looked like a pure assassination. And you know Dora has had that history, our former Minister of Information and Communication. She's had that history. She's been targeted before. And IPOB also said that, you know, they have proof or they know people who may have been connected to the assassination of both Dora and her late husband. Well, may their souls, again, rest in perfect peace. Really sad.
So I don't think Dora was assassinated. I think she had cancer.
Well, there is also a record. They wanted to assassinate her at one point.
She had many attempts,
yes,
you know, because of the work she was doing back then. But I think when you look back, it is a story of Nigeria failing people.
Yeah.
Nigeria, you know, failed Dora. And now Nigeria has failed her husband.
Yes.
And what these two people have done, they've given their lives to Nigeria. This man grew up in the north. He fought in the Civil War, took a bullet that was still left in the skull, grew up in the north, started medical outreaches in the north, affected people. He was a healer. Came back to the south, did the same. Lived his life for Nigeria, but Nigeria failed him. Dora Akunyili, how did Nigeria fail Dora? You can say she got all the accolades, but the debilitating healthcare system couldn't detect on time she had cancer. Like the healthcare system cannot detect on time all the illnesses. And she went around and round and round. And finally, before they discovered what was wrong with her, it was too late. And she passed. I remember that picture of the last time we saw her in our public life when she spoke at the National Confab. She was frail from cancer. The government has said they will find the killers. It's best we find the killers. But a part of me says, yes, we always say we'll find the killers. Let's not forget in this same country in 2003, the Attorney General of the Federation, Bola Ige, was killed. Till today, we have not found the killer of the Minister of Justice in this country. So, what is going on in Nigeria? We can't keep failing our bright stars. We can't keep failing people that will do everything to make this country work. We must find their killers. We must bring justice back to them. Because these people gave their life for Nigeria. I remember in an interview where Dora Akunyili was crying on television. She said, they've tried to assassinate me a couple of times, but I don't care. If they kill me for Nigeria, so be it. We can't continue this way. There's too many bloodletting in this country. I don't know when Nigeria has become a land that loves blood so much. This must stop. Whoever it is that is doing this, must stop this.
It's terrible.
You can't continue to kill people. On the night where he went to receive an award on behalf of the good works of the wife.
I don't know if you saw the video. Did you see
I couldn't watch it.
Video?
I couldn't watch it.
Pure assassination.
And
it was
please,
horrible.
Let's stop giving legitimacy to people like this by sharing videos like that.
Yeah.
In fact, let us share videos of these great people doing well.
It's so sad.
It is sad. Something must be done. This bloodshed must stop.
It is sad.
First, let's look at the various strands of it.
Yeah.
Nobody deserves to die in that particular manner, in such gruesome manner. Nobody deserves to have their life, snuffed out of them. And what this points to, again, is the spate of insecurity in the country and the worsening insecurity, in particular, in the eastern part of Nigeria. Now, the governors will tell you, well, we are on top of the situation, but it is clear nobody is on top of anything. You talked about the video. What is even more disturbing about that video is that, look, the late doctor didn't die immediately. He was on the floor. And somebody was so callous enough, instead of trying to mobilize help, maybe to take him to the hospital, they were taking the video. So we also have, at the human level, a culture of voyeurism that says something about how the average Nigerian has become inured, to the kind of sad spectacles that assault us on a daily basis. Second, it's also very unfortunate that Dr. Akunyili and his late wife, Dr. Dora Akunyili, are now united in love and in death. He had gone, to collect an award on our behalf, organized by the University of Nigeria Nsukka Alumni Association, Onitsha branch. And he was going back after that event before he was attacked on the way. Again, the problem of security in the country. The third point, Comrade Emma Powerful, spokesperson of IPOB, has issued a statement to say that this is not IPOB, this is not Eastern Security Network. Yes. This, in his view, is a case of political assassination. And IPOB has also volunteered to assist the security agencies to fish out the killers. And IPOB made it very clear that the politicians should leave them out of their issues, because they are not into political assassination. What IPOB is interested in is the restoration of Biafra. So I thought his statement was clear enough, and it was important that it came out quickly to say that was not the case. Now, the Department of State Services, the DSS, was also accused by some people of maybe having a hand in the killing of Dr. Chike Akunyili. So apart from the statement from IPOB, there was also a statement from Dr. Peter Afunaya, the spokesperson of the Department of State Services, to say that, look, this is not a security operation. This is something else. And every Nigerian that has read this story or heard of it is disturbed that we have now a growing category in Nigeria known as unknown gunmen. These unknown gunmen, they commit atrocities, they burn down buildings, they kill people, and they disappear into thin air.
That is why I read that story about the Senate asking Buhari to declare them as terrorists, because they are not unknown gunmen or bandits.
We cannot continue to have cases on unresolved assassinations. If the more cases of unresolved assassinations that you have, the more you destroy the people's trust in the state. Now, you brought up the issue of the Senate saying bandits should be declared terrorists. That's not new. Everybody has been saying that. They are asking that government should go after them. The motion was moved by Senator Ibrahim Gobi. So it was a resolution. A resolution is advisory. So the Senate is not saying anything extraordinary. It is what everybody has been saying. Simply that unless we tackle insecurity in Nigeria, we can't make much progress. Even people who want to collect licenses for mining in Zamfara, they are saying there is insecurity. How can you go and set up a mining refinery successfully if your security is not guaranteed? Children in Nigeria, in certain parts of the country, cannot go to school without being kidnapped. Ransom is being collected on a daily basis. Some people have taken that now, kidnapping as a full-time vocation. Government has not been able to do anything about it. So it's beyond rhetoric. It's beyond labeling. Fine. Anybody that disturbs the survivor, the dignity of the other person, can be classified as terrorists. But the people of Nigeria want to see concrete results.
Right.
And they want to see an improvement in their circumstances. Because what is being assaulted every day is the dignity of the average person in Nigeria. Our commiserations with the Akunyili family. Very sad, very unfortunate. But all the government officials who have been saying we will fish out the killers, they should give effect to their words.
Very well said. May their soul rest in peace. We'll take our final story. In a video now making the rounds on social media, the governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, and the Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Senator Godswill Akpabio, engaged in a war of words during the inauguration of the Muhammadu Buhari Nigeria Police Protection Unit in Port Harcourt. Well, let's take a look.
Your Excellency, I thank you for being here also. I will not join others who are lobbying you to come over to the APC because we have enough problems in the APC to add more. But we are happy that everybody spoke so well about you. Your Excellency, the Governor of Rivers State, because you are not yet in APC, I will not call you a performing governor. But the moment you come, I will call you a performing governor. So I thank you for being personally present here, and also with your deputy. I know that even the praises we are heaping on you today show clearly that you are in the wrong direction. So it's time for you to come to where you are being appreciated.
I thought we came fully to commission this project. I didn't know that former Governor Akpabio will turn it a political rally. But let the records be straight. I prefer to stay where there is malaria than to go to where there is cancer. Former governor, malaria is treatable. Cancer at 4th stage, you are likely to die. So I don't want to die now. So I'm very comfortable to remain where Nigerians have hope.
Dr. Bati, it was amazing to see Vice President Yemi Osinbajo cracking up during this inauguration. But apparently he did try to settle both of them. I mean, I didn't follow up on that story. But these politicians, they amaze me all the time.
Well, I thought it was healthy banter out there, you know, some form of comic relief.
Yes.
And you could see that the audience was also quite excited. Yes, but you know, politicians, you know, all of this is in good spirit, I think. What is more important is the fact that, you know, that occasion was the commissioning of a major project by the Niger Delta Development Commission. And down the line in that speech, the Minister of the Niger Delta, Godswill Akpabio, was talking about how, you know, under the Buhari administration, more projects will be concluded. I think this was the event where 64 flats, right?
Yeah.
Were commissioned for the use of the police and by the NDDC with the Vice President in attendance. But if they can keep it this healthy and this humorous, that's fine. Well, so that instead of,
with all the problems we have in Nigeria, we do need comic relief sometimes.
We need comic relief, but the truth is, I'm sad.
Yeah.
Our leaders are always talking about themselves and political affiliation. Where would they talk about ideas to better the lives of the people? We forget people are suffering in this country. Because it's not getting to us does not mean people are not suffering.
Yes.
We want more ideas to change the lives of people.
Yeah, Akpabio was boasting about all the good work he has done so far.
Well, we hope those block of 64 flats will be put to good use by the police, and that more will be done in particular for the Nigeria police.
Well, thank you
very much, Ojenika.
Thank you. That's all I have for you on Too Much Turning today. I'll see you tomorrow.